Hi guys, my name is Carly Thornton, and as promised, I'm doing this entire assignment with a full glass of Cabernet. Cheers! Hang on, also have to Snapchat that it's me behind the camera for once. This like never happens. I was originally really nervous about this video, but now I think it's gonna be so much fun. I grew up in small town America with Friday Night Lights. Of course, I was your favorite middle school and high school cheer captain. I went to Saturday brunch with my family and went to Sunday church with family and friends. I had parents that loved me and provided for me, and I have two wonderful sisters. This is about media, my sole purpose in life. Absolutely. Let's get started. Let's see. The first inquiry in this assignment asks about the media I consumed as a kid. As a kid, I wasn't really allowed to play video games, and obviously I wasn't interested in the news because it didn't really ever have anything to do with me. I got to use the computer every now and then to do homework, but really I was just competing on Funbrain or Fact Monster Arcade. I remember one Christmas, my sisters and I got Carmen Sandiego to play on the computer, which was just like logical puzzles and stuff like that. One day I tricked my mom into buying us Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is basically Sims Junior, and you get to create a theme park. And instead of, helping out the patrons that were upset about something, I would just drop them in a concrete blockade and watch them get more mad. I watched Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. The two shows I remember loving the most were Rocket Power. I really loved As Told by Ginger, which was only on for maybe 2 seasons, but I really resonated with Ginger and the struggles. The trivial challenges she had really resonated with my small town school, which had surprisingly a lot of drama. I listened to Kiss FM and the Top 20 growing up, Jesse McCartney. And Justin Timberlake, of course. All of that music prepared me for karaoke when I got into college. Come see me at True Love on Thursday nights. What? When it came to books, I didn't really love fairy tale or the rom-com endings. I really wanted something more challenging and more realistic. And the only example I can really think of is Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events. I remember reading that series over and over again. Of course, I was required to read Toni Morrison's Beloved and The Color Purple in high school, also Lord of the Flies, and I really loved those because they were different. I really appreciated literature that not only resonated with the soul, but was kind of just a more realistic take on life. I think in my childhood, I probably didn't think this then, but that early interest in those realistic, kind of cynical works really shaped my creative mind and kind of prepared me to be different when it came to my journalistic career and my grad school career. Really think outside of the box instead of doing what everyone else was doing. You have to work for what you want, and I think that speaks volumes now, knowing that I did that. Wasn't into rom-coms until late high school, early college, when all I wanted was a Prince Charming. Okay, let's talk about now. As you know, my grad work kind of really focuses on social media, and it's just a part of my everyday life. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Those are so important to me academically as well as personally, and of course professionally. I'm constantly on social media from when I wake up in the morning to when I go to bed at night. I obtain my news from listening to NPR or CNN in the morning while I'm getting ready, and then throughout the day I have BuzzFeed and the New York Times and CNN pushed to my phone. If you say you don't get your news from BuzzFeed, you're a liar. My music taste has changed a lot, and I feel like I've really come into my own. I've embraced New Music Fridays on Spotify as well as the browsing tab. I'm always ready and able to listen to new music. Some other bands I really love are Now, The Naked and Famous, M83, I could go on. Really just like binging, like every other grad student, we don't have time to just keep up with shows on the regular, so we kind of wait until they're all done for the season and then binge watch it during the summer. Scandal. I have been a diehard Grey's Anatomy fan since the beginning. I like the show Younger, which I've talked about in this class a ton. I really am in love with comedies, which is like a total 180 from me being like this cynical emo teenager. At the end of the day, I just want to get home and laugh at something. So whether it's New Girl or The Office or Friends, I'm all about laughing at the end of the day, because what's life without laughter? In undergrad, I really loved sci-fi literature and utopian literature. Got really into Ray Bradbury, Douglas Adams, Orwell's 1984. I really liked looking at the world from a standpoint that we weren't there yet, but we could possibly be there. And I think that sort of stems my interest in social media, because right now social media rules everything, whether it's the news or pop culture. Social media is where you turn, but what's next? And as I speculated how I consumed media as a kid, as well as I consume media now, really shaped my critical and creative thinking. Not only am I able to look at stories from different perspectives, but I'm more informed, and I'm better about making sure that when I look at something, I'm not looking at it from just my point of view, but others.